At Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Clemson Tigers. Here we go, the matchup we've all been waiting for. Number 1 versus number 2, and off we go in the College Football Playoff National Championship in Santa Clara. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. With one game of college experience now in his pocket, this young quarterback leads the Tigers up 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. But Charles, the success that this quarterback had in the semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one since he did it so well in the semifinals. I do think we'll see a similar kind of offense. They'll find places for him to take his shots, and especially, you have to when you've got a weapon like Streets on the outside. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try the left side. Jewell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got it at the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And Clemson has taken the early lead.
Pardon, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. This is Larson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001, but they haven't held that trophy since. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to foul that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. It's a big play there. 44 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what...
And it's a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script...
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Finding room at the 30. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Now Gregory under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Clemson offense here set to take over. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel. Lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to spend some time afterwards with the All-American receiver and his new quarterback.
And folks out there should see how Isaiah's face lights up when the discussion turns to the young lady he calls him and the inspiration that he takes from her fight. It's really something special to see. He makes a point to call it from the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards. They'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Streets. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. All the prognosticators have a first-round grade on Isaiah Street should he decide to jump to the NFL after this season. But all indications are that he wants to come back and play college ball one more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 16-yard touchdown. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
That is caught. It's Streets. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. So now 2 touchdown passes thrown, and we talked earlier about the young cancer patient, Emily Atwood. She asked him a week ago for 4 touchdown passes. Heck, he's already halfway there.
Yeah, Isaiah Streets relayed that story to us. It's a pretty tall task for a second career start. But the way he's looked these last couple of games, he's not fazed by the request, is he? He's halfway there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. In a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Gregory looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gregory will look to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Gregory toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Gregory. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tedrick Bauer as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point up and through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it. Hey, you know how much this means to me, right? Of course I do. Then make it happen. Okay, man.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, and that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Isaiah Streets, his second touchdown of the night. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
You'll be hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. They turn to Larson here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Streets. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like...
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On first down, Larson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll let it go. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know this almost sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 20-yard touchdown. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. From the gun, Gregory. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's into the clear, the 20. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Clemson offense here set to take over. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, well, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem.
They're going to try and throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. The Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. Keith Larson with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and his guys are able to cut into that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking, he's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now back to throw.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield,
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. And a huge play that time. And even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First and 10 now for Clemson. Henry out of the pistol, and he works free, still on his feet. There he goes left side, and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Jackson Henry, 39 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh! Let's get
On first and 10, Gregory. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on second and long. Gregory.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing again on second down. Gregory throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Gregory to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Looking to throw. Gregory. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back to throw. Gregory. Wide open receiver complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tedrick Bauer, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Isaiah Streets, 49 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
Let's go, fellas.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
How about this story? Behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap at a college football game until 9 days ago.
Please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Clemson Tigers.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it.
Nice.
And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure.
Oh, so proud. I like
Hope
this
all you
guy.
NFL scouts
He's so
out there are
nice.
paying...
Oh, he is so nice. Oh, he is so nice. He's a nice kiddo. Am I right, boys? MVP.
End to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel.
Say your words.
I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrated with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... none of this...
Dude, this guy was so...
None of this would have been possible without this man right here.
This guy that I'm playing with...
This dude came into an
my
impossible
teammate,
situation.
he was like...
He's got heart.
Yeah, my brother
Love you,
died,
man.
Hey, I love
and
you,
then
man.
he just starts choking.
See?
Yeah.
This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you!
Yeah!
And let's go!
I don't know.
A lot of
Diego
emotions
said
out on the
his
field
brother
tonight.
has died.
This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was
I should be
characterized
the
by
game
overcoming,
MVP. Who do y'all
these
think
guys
I
did just
am?
that and won a national championship. Back
Not
to you guys.
Isaiah Streets. He sucks. He's greedy. He wants the ball all the time. He asked me to... Yeah, you can get components from that. I suggest killing.
I killed it.
Good stuff.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Do you have a legendary vehicle?
Hey, how's it going?
Vehicle?
Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that
Hello?
Emily's out of her
Yeah,
surgery,
what?
and she is doing great.
Do you have a
She got
legendary
to the
vehicle?
game and everything.
Yeah.
You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
See you then, baby.
Freaking fly.
Stupid goose.
Scout, get him! Attaboy. Who's my good boy? Are you my good boy, you fatty?
Did you just get down by a bee?
7 days, more than 300 college
She got down by a bee.
and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player?
Well, these bees on
Mythical
steroids?
backup quarterback who just won a national championship. Look at this guy who's played in 2 games 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did.
I'm coming to the Eagles.
8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft.
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback.
Yeah,
position.
talk about me like that. See what happens. I'm gonna storm through the TV and I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna shove a pencil up your butt.
What the heck did you come?
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants.
Play with
He's told me what he
Saquon.
wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second? Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then
I won a
I'm
national
not. And the seat
championship.
that I've got to sit on
I'm
gets
about
red
to
hot. So why don't
beat
you
you
tell
up.
me why you should even be on my radar?
Shotgun.
I just won a national championship. And that's
Yeah.
not the last trophy I plan to have on my mantle. You pick me, you better clear your shelf for some hardware.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back. Yes, I'll have to call you
I
back.
shouldn't have said that to the Giants.
love
Maybe
you
if
too,
I
Dad.
do, I would request me and Saquon Barkley to go to a different team.
Hey,
Are you for real?
No, I'm not.
You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis. What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Navigating a locker room can be tricky. I do my best. I try to find a balance between being the locker
look
room
blind.
guy and then the guy that the coaches can rely on to get the team bought in. But it's hard.
Legit, my character on Madden looks blind.
You know, Jack had some concerns about your leadership. But I'm not
Can I
seeing
skip
that.
this? I'm tired of listening to this bum.
Little inside scoop. The owner wants someone with the measurables. So you go out there and you impress. You'll
Yes,
be on our
ma'am.
radar.
I can do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't let me down.
I'll place Eli Manning, the bum. He's trash. Get on my level, or I'll start.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
Crap.
You
give
sound
you my
stupid as
phone?
heck.
Is it
Me?
that's just like normal procedure?
You bet it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, at least now I know I can trust you with your playbook.
Yes, you can.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. Well, back of the bus.
Back of the bus? Why?
I can help people escape out the back.
Are leaders in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus?
Leaders are where they need to be.
Interesting answer.
I figure back of the bus, saving people makes me look selfless. Shows that I'm a team player.
Good answer. The correct answer should have been wherever I'm needed.
Well, they didn't provide me that answer, so why don't you shut your mouth? What am I doing talking to a animation? I'm dumb. Alright. Let me just get to the NFL first. It would take me
Funny
like
how many eyes
after
are on us
this.
right now, huh?
2 minutes, probably.
Breaking us down, picking us apart.
Shut your face, you sweaty butthole. You look like
Every
Kent,
mistake amplified.
Kent Bazemore.
But we got it though, right? At least I know
Where
I do.
did I do not?
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Less more. Congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client? You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. Too full.
That's your face, you old man. Can I throw already? I want to get to the NFL. Gut. Get it, bro! Frick, man, frick! Ree! What? What? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? What is this junk? Dude, that's so ugly, like frickin' thing. Frick. Dude, this frickin' thing sucks. Like, what the frick? What the f... Let's get it, bro. Frick, man! I don't know when the time I froze. What the? You're just trash, that's why. What, are you kidding me? What? He was inside. Frick, man. Woo! You kidding me? He's inside. Frick you, man. Frick you. Frick this game. Oh my god. My character can't time his throws. Frickin' frick. I don't care about your stupid catching, man. Because your stupid catching is trash. I suck. Like, this freaking thing sucks. If I get selected to the Bengals or something like that, I'm gonna quit. Logan?
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giants?
Well, they're right. That's a team that needs a leader. And they know I could be the guy for them.
Very true.
Why the frick did I say that, man? I don't want to be selected by the Giants.
As an NFL quarterback?
Look at this.
Well, I've worked with the legendary Jack Ford, so reading a defense is in my DNA.
Oh, is it now?
What do you say to the critics that think you aren't ready to play in the NFL?
Listen.
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
Football.
No plan B for me. Good answer.
It's very smart.
Baseball.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Sorry, sir. We regret to...
Yeah.
What? What was it?
You're not getting an invite to the draft. Which is a good thing. I mean, just ask Brady, right? Hey, how's this? I know a tailor, and he can make it feel like you're there. What's your vibe?
I don't really have a vibe. Should get like a suit?
Suit? Huh, man? You like a man in a nice suit?
Him? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Stamp of approval. First class stamp of approval for somebody who's not getting invited to the draft.
I don't even have a suit.
Since 2010 have made the most Pro Bowl noise with things like this. Daniel, just a quick thought before we send things to the stage over there.
Some interesting quarterbacks. Ryan Finley, Jarrett Stidham, Clayton Thorson from Northwestern. I'm anxious to see where they go today.
Those are the quarterbacks that are at the top of your draft. And as you can see, most of any school on day number 3. And that is a draft nugget. We're just dropping draft nuggets. He throws the best ball of anybody in.
Couldn't have done better at the combine.
You know, I didn't ask you to be my agent.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have been. I had people lining up wanting me to represent them.
No, you didn't, actually. I don't even know if you're credited, man.
Put her on speaker.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, this is Jay Gruden, head coach of the Washington Redskins. We've had our eye on you for a while, and we're making you the newest member of the team. Be ready to compete.
We will be!
Who is that?
Don't worry about it. Thank you so much, sir. I'll be there. I'll be ready to go. Thank you.
Let's go. I'm in the freaking NFL.
Yes.
I'm a Washington Redskin.
Get some grilled cheese.
Let's start at the top with the Redskins. Draft winners or draft losers?
I'm going with winners, Kay. They drafted for athleticism and upside. They got a whole bunch of guys with a ton of it.
What do you think about that 4th round pick, the quarterback?
Boy, he has the potential to be the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback in this draft. I mean, can he come in right away and make plays right now? Probably not, but soon though.
Do you think he'll start any games this season?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he showed flashes in the playoffs and the combine, and he has the talent that can go out there and lead this team.
That's why we love Nate. Very optimistic. Everybody's going to Canton, but no, hold on, Nate. You're right. Late in the season's out of reach. I think they'll give him a chance to test the water. Right?
Late in the season, man. You know how this game goes. It's going to be sooner than that. And I bet they'll be pleasantly surprised.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth,
think you are the guy that's going to turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about
win the Super Bowl.
game. Told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, actually, I haven't met him yet.
It's Coach Gruden, Chucky's brother. Man, last year the division was ours until our quarterback got hurt. Figures. That's why I can't blame them for drafting 2 quarterbacks this year. Remember when they did that with Cousins and RG3? Good times. Anyway, we need a quarterback who's gonna come in and destroy the Cowboys. Hope I'm right. I think it's you. I really think it's you. You tell the coaches that I think it's you.
Thanks. I'll pass it along. Not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. But I think if he fights a Raptor, the Raptor's gonna win. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care how many names he calls it. In fact, I actually did I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once.
You know, goat.
I was like, look at, whoa!
Huh?
Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you can just drop me off right up here, man.
No, hold on, Logan.
Yeah, just right
Logan,
up front, thank you.
You know, the future Jurassic World and goat tanks in
This is
this?
start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus, any type of livestock, home loan, or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Then go call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid. Achievement, exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past.
Gut.
Just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness. Weekend,
Saquon Barkley and Carson Wentz, you two are my
overcoming the
man.
onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything
And Khalil
you
Mack.
do.
Don't forget about
From
you,
how
bro.
you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season. Becoming the quarterback I always knew you were.
Sailing.
But first, right now,
Seleny.
it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Yeah. He does.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Oh, frick, I'm a Redskin. Oh, frick, you can demand releases. Alright, let me just save my game I'll be getting on. I'm not sure.
This is the player card. This is your development trait. Superstar and
Dang,
Superstar X.
I'm
This is the
70
abilities
overall.
This is your
Let's
player's
go.
zone ability. A superstar.
How good you are. No, but I can upgrade my character like every game. Running gun. Like I can upgrade his stats. Like, yeah. Alright, I'm getting a Far Cry.